Black powder and worse. A whole shipload of the stuff.
Well, could have set it off, though. She must have struck something.
Or could it be that something struck the ship?
What do you mean, something struck her?
You mean in the monster, ain't you, mate?
Well, it might be the monster, all right.
I've seen more monsters in my Aunt Gussie's fishbowl than on this whole cruise.
Sure, it's the monster.
Right down on deck. I must insist, Professor, that you keep these fish stories to yourself.
On deck, floating out across the larboard quarter.
There's the monster. Well, boy, beat to general quarters.
We hit her, sir. She's turning.
She's turning around.
Mr. Land, enter the longboat with you. Stand by to lower away.
You've heard not only two very different policy positions, but two very different styles. My opponent has run a purely negative campaign, including personal attacks on me, misrepresentation of my record, and personal attacks on my wife. I have run a purely positive campaign because I know there are forces in this country trying to tear us apart because they profit off of it, and I refuse to play that game. I would like to address one accusation that my opponent has consistently made, however. She has consistently suggested that I'm somehow privileged. And tonight I want to set the record straight. She's actually right. I was privileged to grow up in Northeast Wisconsin, in a family that taught me we are all privileged to be Americans, citizens of the greatest country on earth, but that we had a duty to serve. And therefore, I had the privilege of serving the country I love in the United States Marine Corps, and the privilege of serving alongside true heroes, young men and women who sacrificed everything to keep us safe. And for the past few years, I have had the privilege of serving you in Congress, where I've provided direct assistance to the unsung heroes, the healthcare workers, the cops who've been keeping us safe in this pandemic. And so if you give me the privilege of serving you for 2 more years, I will continue to put country above party, principles ahead of politics, and I will always conduct myself in a way that reflects the truth.
Hey, honey. Hey, Rory. You asked me to wake you and tell you what happened in the election. Who won? Trump. Trump won. I thought you could only be president 2 times. Not anymore.
Oh, the Lincoln.
Who you voting for?
Donald J. Don Trump. The Don.
Why?
Because he's the best president since sliced bread.
That is funny.
The man do what he say he's gonna do. I never seen it yet in my life. Everything the man say he's gonna do, he do it. Then his sister, his family trying to put him down. She don't even know what a great man this man she have in her own damn family. He's sick. This girl. She get paid to talk garbage. The man is a genius.
What about
The man could fix numbers and it's all the bottom line is accounts receivable and accounts payable. The books, man.
what about Biden?
Biden, that criminal, 47 years, he didn't do nothing for the black man. More than make a crime bill and he brag about it, and then he come and try not even apologizing. He's a crazy kid. He done done for America 47 years, now we find out he's all been stayed for China. China. 47 years in the place, and he want to do everything now that the man come and say he's going to do. Look, everything he says doing that what the president is doing. He's blaming the president for the virus. How can you blame the president? Nobody knew at the time. And the man moved so fast that he could have therapeutic and different drugs for treatment. No, if you get tested in time, your life can be saved. Nobody knew. And they come, virus, corona, like the president brought it here. I can't believe these sick people. That's what they try to debate on. The communists never will work. And I'm watching the American people because I could tell you one thing. I'm going to stand back and watch because they ain't going to take away the people's Second Amendment. I don't got any, so I'm not worried. But I know it's America. You can't touch that. And that's all they want to do, take away the amendment.
So you're telling people to vote for Trump, right?
They have to. If they do not vote for Trump, it's finished, brother. God is in the midst. He's sealed and covered by the blood. They can't touch him. God sent him the right time. Believe me, I'm here 47 years, and this is the best. The best. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Good to be back with friends. Mayor Neely, Governor Whitmer, Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist, Debbie Stabenow, my good buddy, Gary Peters, who you are going to send back to the United States Senate, because I'm going to need him. We can always count on him to be your senator for you and your family. And my good friend, Congressman Dan Kildee, who we need to send back to the House. Dan's a good man. A good man. And of course, I wish we could figure out how to send back a guy who, we used to have an expression up in Scranton. We'd say when someone wasn't somebody else's equal, we'd say it wasn't a patch on his jeans. I tell you what, Mr. President, you're still driving him crazy because he knows he wasn't a patch on your jeans. Because he knows he wasn't a patch on your jeans. I tell you what, Barack Obama, it's great to be with the president again. It reminds me what we can be when you have a president of character. A president respected around the world. A president our kids looked up to and did look up to. I want to say something we don't say often enough, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Barack Obama was a great president of the United States of America. And I want to make sure we say it here today. Something we don't say often enough, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Barack Obama was a great president of the United States of America. And I want to make sure we say it here today. Mr. President, thank you, thank you, thank you. Went through 8 years without one single trace of scandal. Not one single trace of scandal. It's going to be nice to return to that. Flint, 3 days. 3 days. We can put an end to this presidency we have now that has divided the nation. 3 days. We can put an end to a presidency that has failed to protect this nation. 3 days. We can put an end to this presidency that has fanned the flames of hate all across this nation and made us a laughingstock around the world. Millions of Americans have...
We have Raquel on tape coercing voters to vote the right way, as well as bribing these voters with gifts.
Now, you know, on here, you chose a Republican, not a Democrat, right? Can I do that? You can go to wherever you want, but our conversation that we had, you said you were voting for Hager because you were going straight Democrat. So that when you're voting for the straight Dem. Is that what you want to do, correct? Can I do it like that? Well, I didn't want it all Democrat. So you're going to adopt that in. and the line goes like this, and then your initials are gonna put right there. So that way they know it was done accidentally. She didn't vote for who we wanted her to vote for. That right there is against the law for me to tell her, like, you realize you voted for. You're not supposed to say nothing. Look at the shawl. Oh, what's this? And she's gonna say, man, Lotto sent me this badass shawl. You know what? Yeah. I couldn't vote for him, but you're in this area, you vote for him. Yeah. This is what you call flipping people. Flipping people. What I do in picking up the balance when he was with me, that's illegal. I can go to jail. So I'm a little apprehensive to tell somebody, you know what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And again, once he works with me once, he's gonna say she's.
I guess Trump was right. Oh, sorry.
About doing shit illegal?
I'm sorry?
About doing stuff illegal?
Yeah. They all said he was full of shit.
Oh, hell no, he's not. It's true. Because you're not supposed to do that. If I have a bunch of them, I'll take 20 here, 30 here.
Oh, the mix it up, not the same post office.
Of course not.
Yeah.
So because I told her to vote for Hager, so I'm gonna take a picture of her, take a picture of the ballot and it says them two on there, take a picture of you in the background so they know that you are freaking there, take a picture of us all together, and then I'm gonna send it to you, and you do not let anybody else know this is what I'm doing, because if I go to prison, I do not look cute in stripes, and I will hate you forever.
Ooh.